Hello all, it's Jules, and it's time for another stitch with me. First I have to find my other sock. Where did my sock go? Oh, well, it's missing. Oh, that's weird. Missing sock. Okay, well, we'll just have to stitch with only one sock tonight. Oh, nope, there's the sock. Whew. Okay, I was hoping that I didn't have to stitch with only one sock on. So we're doing Ronnie Rowe. We're on the last page of Ronnie Rowe, getting ready to make some good progress. I am attempting to calm down from my Hulk phase that I just had, because I just lost my mind. And when I tell you why, I think you're going to understand why I lost my mind. All right, still calming down. So I get home from work today, and everything's cool. No, my husband didn't do a thing. My husband is cool. He's totally innocent in all this. So, man, I feel like I'm shaking a little bit. I'm still so mad. Anyway, so get home. I actually take time to cross stitch a little bit today. And then we went to a movie. Well, we went out and met a friend for like a mid-afternoon meal. And then we went and saw Deadpool 2. And then we just got home and went ahead and fed, came in, let the dogs out, fed the dogs. Everybody's running around. My husband's downstairs doing his stuff with the dogs and everything. I go upstairs, take a shower, get in the comfy clothes, come downstairs. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to cross stitch. So I sit down in my chair and I look over next to me where my, I've got like a, not a dresser, table in a sense. It's a fairly big table, basically. It's like a, I don't know. It's a fairly large table. I've been keeping all my projects on it and keeping track of those and have my threads and stuff on there from what I'd been working on earlier. And I was like, well, it looks like somebody's been nosing around in this because they, I could tell this stuff had been kind of pushed aside and moved a little bit versus what I would have done. So I was like, okay, somebody got up in here and was messing with something. And then I went to grab one of my projects and I realized that there was dog urine all over the table. Somebody had climbed up on the table and peed all over my stuff. They soaked the baseball project, and they also stained part of Apothecary Shop. And right now I have them all soaking in the sink, some warm water and some dishwashing soap. And baseball project looks pretty good, like stuff's coming out. But what got on Apothecary Shop and got right on a piece that I had stitched, right now it's stained pretty strongly urine. So, yeah, I hulked out. I was so mad. Oh my God, I was so mad. That is such a violation from whoever did it. That was crossing the line in a huge way. And after considering it and thinking about it the whole time and thinking, okay, well, this is a fair bit of urine. Who could get up here and do this? Who would get up here and do this of all 7 of the potential culprits? I believe that it was Bailey, the Queen Bee Bay, who gets to stay out all the time because she's sort of the mother dog and the guard dog of the house. And but she's also easily the most vindictive. And so she does have a mind that if she feels like she didn't get something or she feels like she's slighted, or as in tonight, we came home about an hour and a half later than we normally do. She's, she's like, I'm just going to go after something that you like and do something. It's not the first time. And anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was her. Anyway, so it's just... It's just so disappointing, It's just so disappointing. So I Yeah, the only way to deal with that is just to, I mean, you can't punish him after the fact. You have to catch him in the act, right? And the only way that I can tell her that I'm displeased with it, other than I did talk to her, she looked guilty. She always looks guilty when she thinks she's getting in trouble. But she's just going to have to be like one of the other dogs for a while and go up with them and spend the day with them in the kennels. And she hates it, but I don't care. You know, there's got to be, and for those that would say, oh, well, you know, she doesn't know what she did, da-da-da-da. Oh, I guarantee you, a dog who goes up, picks out my cross stitch, and pees on the cross stitch knows what she's doing. Anyway, little piece of... So hopefully Apothecary Shop is not going to be messed up and look like... So anybody got any suggestions for getting urine stains out of cross-stitching fabric? I'll be happy to listen. Hopefully they'll come out, but we will see. Oh, anyway. So how you guys doing? Haven't seen you, talk to y'all in a stitch with me for a few weeks, so other than the one I did before I left. Whew. Still calming down. My husband, my poor husband, he's just like, oh crap, what do I do? He like went and put the dogs up, and he like, you know, was trying to, you know, said, what can I do? What can I do? And I'm like, it's okay, I've just got to do it. You know, I threw away like at least 20 skeins of thread that were sitting out that she had peed on. Oh yeah, the thing, she peed all over one of my project bags, and I just threw it away, to be honest with you. I mean, it was when some of that fabric, you can clean it. I mean, a lot of it is like waterproof, but there's the fabric part and then also the zipper part. And I just didn't even want to mess with it. I was so mad. And the other thing that I had to throw out was my Lizzie Kate pattern for the little leaflet that I had for the She Believed She Could, So She Did. So I finished that one, but I was also going to do the one about everything changed the day she realized there was enough time to do the things that were important or something like that. That was completely soaked. That's not salvageable. And so anyway, but my poor husband, he's downstairs right now vacuuming, cleaning up a little bit more of the area. He's like, go upstairs, stitch, do your video. So I said, okay. He's like, go up and vent. And I said I would. But, yeah, that was just unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. I can hear Bailey's getting in more trouble right now because he's vacuuming, and she goes after the vacuum like it's her mortal enemy. For those who may be wondering how the Jelly Belly is doing, she's doing great after her knee surgery on Friday. She's getting around pretty well, and she's doing good. She's being a good girl. Doesn't show any signs of pain or anything, so things are good. She'll have to be restricted for a little bit, but she's never been one to be much of a runner anyway, so she's going to recover just fine. We'll be able to get her back to normal by, let's see, she should be 100% certainly by August. So get her ready for preseason training camp for football. Should get ready by then. Anyway, I still have a bit of a cold. My poor husband's also super sick now. I made him sick. I did not mean to. It wasn't very nice of me to do that. But we do share. We share everything. So, you guys see okay? I don't think I started off this off very well. I know you guys will understand when I talk about the anger of dealing with something like that. I think I've mentioned before that when I first got Doogie, it was my first dog once I started cross-stitching, and he when he was a puppy, he got a hold of a couple of my projects back when I was still using wooden hoops, and he chewed the wooden hoops up, but he totally never damaged any of my cross-stitch. And it was like he knew. He's like, well, that would be crossing a line, and I can't do that. That's why I think the only one who would cross the line is Bailey. Anyway. Let's see. What else we talk about? So, did you guys catch the royal wedding? Prince Harry. I've always liked Prince Harry. Well, not always. I mean, the times where he screwed up and definitely wasn't quite, just sort of did a couple crazy things. But once he kind of got a little older, went to Afghanistan a couple times. Massive respect for that, and he certainly seemed to grow up after that. But he certainly seems like he's a tremendous dude, very good guy. I love his work with the Invictus games. That is just amazing what he's been able to do with that, and I never watched the TV show Suits. I thought about watching it way back when it first started, but I never did. So I had no idea who Meghan Markle was. But she's handled herself quite well, and she's just beautiful in the dress. I mean, I'm not one to like ooh and ah over wedding dresses, but I love that wedding dress. And there we go. But I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I recorded it, and I've watched part of it, but not all of it. So I was planning on doing that tomorrow. So that's really good. Boop boop ba-doo 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 ba-doo. Bailey has no shame. Bailey has no shame. So for any of those who may be interested in Deadpool 2, it was good. Definitely moments laughing out loud. It didn't have the wow factor of the first one. But it, just in the sense of, the first Deadpool came out and you were like, whoa, this is crazy. But there were definitely many laugh out loud moments through the whole thing, and I still, it astonishes me that people will bring their kids to the movie like that. There was a kid was probably 11, maybe 12, sitting a couple seats next to us. And there's a part in the movie where Deadpool looks at the camera and he goes, and right about now, your parents are probably thinking this was not the right movie to bring your kids to. And that's what I would have said. Oh well. Rated R for a reason, people. Oh, man. But I have been working on cross-stitch this week. I was working on Apothecary Shop, and I got some more done on it, and I also worked on Radio Waterloo Place. I started that next page across. Got some good stuff done there. And I decided pretty right after I think I finished the video that I would do Ronnie Rowe, just because of, it'd been a while. and I needed to make some progress on it. So why not? Okay. 1, 4. Do. So yeah, so I plan on stitching tomorrow. I just, I might just have to start moving everything upstairs again for a while and just stitch upstairs just to protect my stuff. And I don't want to in a lot of ways because it isolates me from my husband more than I would want to be. On the other hand, it does provide me with a bit more, I get a little bit of alone time and whatnot, but I don't know. I may just take one project down at a time and then keep everything upstairs. I need to do a better job of organizing anyway. This is just the right time. Boop. Boo-doop, boo-doop, boop. Boom, boom. Okie dokie. All right, let me highlight a second here. It is like a little chilly up here tonight. And it was cold all day. It was like high, maybe like 53 or something ridiculous. It was really overcast, a bit rainy. And so my husband couldn't get down to go check the bees, but he's hoping to be able to do that tomorrow. Because they got to be checked. See if they need anything. Oh, I think the window's open. I think that's why it's cold in here. Well, that would make sense now, wouldn't it? And Be-doo. Oh, goodness. So, back to the royal wedding for a little bit. Oh, those little kids are so adorable, are they not? I love little kids. And I think, man, that Prince George is adorable. He is going to be a little looker for sure someday. I'm sure Charlotte will too. But I'd like for them to have one more kid. Have 4. You have like 2 boys, 2 girls, or 3 boys and a girl. I think they should have 4 kids. And why not? Just, why not? Let's keep pumping them out. It's all good. I think Harry is going to end up my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal! No, my prediction would be eventually 2 kids, both boys. Be funny if they were girls, but nah, give me 2 little boys, I'll bet you. Ah! Come on now. Okay, I'm getting calm now, guys. I'm getting calm. Oh, I knocked a spoon over. There is no spoon. Don't worry. Anyway, it was a little hard to get back into cross-stitching this week. I mean, I hadn't really done much in the last, 2 or 3 weeks, so it was hard to kind of sit down and just calm down. I've been so busy for so long. Well, I shouldn't say so busy. We weren't busy at all on the cruise, so that's the good thing. But man, coming back after that, I mean, I truly was very relaxing, because when we came back home and just jumped right into our lives again, I was like, oh my God, like I need to like figure out how to slow myself down. Make sure that I take time to do, you know, things that I enjoy and not put too much on myself. That was drive myself a little crazy. I also need to take time for exercise. I don't do that at all. It was nice to be able to just walk and walk and walk. But tired. Long day. Long day. Ah. Those royal kids, though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. So, stitching tomorrow. What shall I stitch? I could stitch Old World Map 2. I should really do that. I haven't touched that one in quite a while. Need to get on that. Heck. Now I just feel exhausted. You get really mad, and then you calm down. You're like, oh, emotional spent. To go down and apologize to all my dogs. Well, I didn't really yell at them. I just kind of started yelling in the general vicinity. I need to track down. I need to get, it's not a bad idea if I just pulled everything up and just hid myself away in the bedroom tomorrow just to organize. I want to find, I don't know, there's so many things I want to find. I could rattle that off for a while, but it's crazy. One beyond that. But certainly, organization will help. Just gotta get back in the groove. Which I feel like I'm falling into the groove now, so that's good. Gotta have progress, right? How else are we gonna have finishes if we don't have progress? Because I think that my finishes this year, Ronnie Rowe will finish. I'm gonna finish the dog's drill piece. I should be able to finish Boba Fett. Reaper's got a lot of work, but I can't. I don't believe that I can finish that. There's too many stitches for this year. We'll see. I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna highlight here a second because I'm starting to get lost. Oh, guys. Oh, man. Get myself a little drink here, sorry. Oh, stretch. Boy, oh 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 boy. 1, 1, 3, 2. 1, 1. Oh, I had a question. I had somebody send me a question about, I think it was in general about the, with the hoop and how to get started with a cross stitch piece. And, gosh, I hope you're watching if you wanted to see that. But, I mean, this is, everybody does it different. But the way that I do it, especially when I have like a full coverage piece, because I always do my cross stitch like I would read a book. So upper left, and I go across, whatnot. And so on this project, I just came to the upper left, and all I do is I just kind of measure off, roughly. I try to about 3 inches on both sides. Now on both these sides, this is not 3. This is more like, well, this might be closer to 3. This is probably 2. I should have probably started about here. And I just start in the upper left page, and I just start from there. I'm not a center starter. I've tried that before, but because of the kind of pieces that I do, like I said, being mostly full coverage, it doesn't make sense to me to do it that way. And I always worry about that I'm going to mess up in that direction. So, you always do what makes sense to you, and if it makes sense to you, then it should work out. Got to find what works. There's no one right way to do any of this. There's tons of different ways. Fingers. Anyway, I don't know if that makes any more sense, if that really helps or not, but I thought I would throw that out there. So the family's coming out soon. I got some aunts and uncles and cousins, my mom. I'm going to come up to Estes Park for a better part of a week. So after having off a whole week, I'm going to take off a few extra days later in June. And that'll be fun to see everybody out here. Be a bit of a savings for us in a lot of different ways, but it'd be nice to have them out here because some of them have never been out here before, so it's going to be a blast to show them the state and I'll let them see it. Let's see what they think. 2, 2, 2. Two, two, two. Do, 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 do. Oh man, I've got my glasses on. So I got my pretty glasses on, my reading glasses. I had 2 ophthalmic migraines in the last couple of weeks. I think I might have mentioned that before I went on my trip, that I had one a couple of days before I left on my trip, and then I had one the other day when I got back. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to have these when I'm stressed. And I'm like, well, wait a second. I am stressed. So, but I'm not sure why else I had them, but no big deal. They're not migraines. We've talked about this before. They're just like my eyes turn into a kaleidoscope of flashing lights without really a headache. Hope to get a bee video out tomorrow if I can convince my husband to record while he's down there, because I'm probably not going to go down with him. I need some me time. It's been a very busy week. Although I did have some me time on Thursday. I did do that. I did stitch a fair bit. I was kind of happy about that. Made some good progress. Oh boy. The tiredness is creeping upon me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What was that? What show was that? Was that Sesame Street? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty sure I didn't just make that up on my own. I'm not that good. I stole it. I stole it from somebody. But then after the family is out in June, I will not be... I don't see me taking any time off other than maybe a half a day here or there anytime soon. I just want to get back into my routine. I love my routine, you know? I love how I do stuff. One, 4, 2. 2, 2. Calm. I should meditate tonight. I should start to meditate, period. Meditation is good. It's hard, but it's good when you get into it. My brain doesn't want to shut down. Then we got hockey. Let's see. So Tampa Bay has just finally won 3 straight against Washington, on the brink of eliminating them on Monday. 1, 2, 3. And that's disappointing. Wouldn't mind seeing Washington win a cup, but you gotta keep your pedal to the metal, man. Too many great players on that Tampa Bay team. Let them back in. I should have put a jacket on before I start stitching. Oh, still sick. It's okay. I'm just going to tie this off here. Doopy 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 doo. Oh, stretch. Apologize for the yawn. Let's see here. All right. We're rocking and rolling now. Okay, there we go. What are we gonna do? 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 Oh, kids, people, peeps. Oh boy. I think probably sometime next week I'll probably feel like I'm back in my normal rhythm. I need to get through one more routine week, because then we'll have Memorial Day weekend coming up at some point. You're here with me, and I'm here with you. Bum, 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 bum. That lava song, that Disney lava song. We heard it. Oh. We went to this Hawaiian place last night for dinner. It's they have like, traditional Hawaiian dishes there and stuff, and it's a really good place to eat. And it's called the Hangry Ohana, which actually I believe means hungry family in Hawaiian. And but my husband and I always struggle with the proper names of things at times when we're trying to remember them for each other. So we always call it the Hungry Obama. So that's a easier way for us to remember. Just like we used to, like when we were on the cruise and we went to there was this lounge that we liked. It was on the front of the ship. It was called the Spinnaker Lounge. And we can never remember Spinnaker when we first got on board the ship. We were like the spinner, whatever. What is it? And so eventually we just started calling it the Scooby-Doo Lounge. And so that was easier to remember for us. Boo, 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 boo. But anyway, when we were at the Hungry Obama, we were, before my husband got there, they were playing that, the lava song from Moana. Well, it's not really Moana. It's the short that they showed before the movie. And, it's so good. Anyway, I love that song. It's like one of my husband's and I's. That's one of our favorite songs. Now it's got in my head, which is awesome. My husband was saying the other day that he saw this thing on, I think it was Facebook or something, and it was a thing about how it's my mind is like my computer screen. There are 10 tabs open, and oh gosh, now I'm gonna mess it up. I don't know. It's okay. There are 10 tabs open. I can't remember what I was doing last, and I don't know where the music's coming from or something like that. And he was laughing because he was like, that's like my brain, because I have all these like tabs open in my head. I'm out constantly juggling thoughts and ideas and whatnot. And then I have this radio station that plays in my head all the time, and it jumps from crazy song to crazy song. Like, it has been before it started singing the lava song in my head. It was singing All Out of Love by Air Supply, because I heard that in the movie today, so that's part of it. But it is strange what sometimes it decides to play. There we go. Now we're making progress. So what do you guys think? You think I should like press really hard to try to get this done, or just continue sort of doing it as part of my rotation? I need to get some finishes, don't I? I mean, what was the last thing that I finished? That's a really good question. What was the last thing that I finished? Was it the... Well, I'm thinking... was that the time I finished all those pieces and I put up on the... It must be. It must be. No, and it got all those little ones done. I think so. Oh well. It'd just be nice to get some different things done, move on to some other things. I mean, it's not that I want to get things done and push them aside. It's that I want to do so many things that I can only do certain things once I have finished other things. I just can't otherwise do it. And that's one reason why I really need to get on top of that Boba Fett piece, because I don't want to do, I've got the Stormtrooper part that I'm working on, and but I don't want to do anything beyond the Stormtrooper and the Boba Fett. I don't want to keep doing more and more Star Wars. I need some diversity, You know, man? Ya no. Yeah. I also need to find like a TV show or something, or start watching a bunch of movies again. I just have this really, I don't know, or maybe even just play video games again. Problem is I can't play video games and stitch at the same time. I wish I could. I need 4 arms, or maybe 2 arms and 4 hands. We could do that. I can see that is possible. 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But yeah, could be making some beautiful progress here, people. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Oh, stepping in stuff over here. Oh, I'm stepping in it. Getting a little hungry too. What is that all about? Two, one, singular sensation. Every little step she takes. One, da 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 da. Every move that she makes. See? What was that chorus line? Weird. Let's see. 4, 3, 1, 1. Oh man. All right. Making some good progress here, peeps. I should have my highlighter up here, but I do not. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to tie this off here. Just this thread does not feel like it will be good thread for me. It feels like it will be problem child for me. And I don't want problem child thread. I have problem child dogs. I don't need problem child thread. That is crazy. Suddenly then what else can do, or something like that. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, my back's been a little messed up since we got back. I tried doing I think I did a little wrestling, a little too much physical work, and it kind of locked up on me. Ironically, the day after, I got an adjustment, a really good adjustment. My husband got a fantastic adjustment on his feet, and his legs and everything, but he was having a hard time with his feet when we were walking so much on the trip, and our favorite dude fixed him up. Fixed him right up. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. 2, 3. I've got to get the saltwater tank totally emptied out, dried out, and cleaned out of all the salt and everything, so I can put Groot in there. I don't know if he probably is not going to know what to do with all the space. It's going to be maybe twice the size of his current tank. We'll see. Oh, but I do want, before I put him in there, though, I want to get some of these cool backgrounds. They're almost like inserts that would make it look like it's a natural environment. Not that he can see anything, because he doesn't have the best vision, but it'll look good, so it'll look like he, that he's in his natural environment kind of thing. He's been doing real good. I actually touched him. Did I tell you guys that I touched him? I don't even know why I did it. It was like, I think right before we were getting ready to leave, and I was just like, he was just kind of coasting along the top, and I was like, oh, I wonder what he feels like. And I don't know, I just, I never really wanted to touch him. I mean, he's not my pet per se. I mean, he lives here, and I take care of him, but he doesn't have to do what I want him to do other than just live. So, but I ended up touching him, and he was very smooth, cool, and he didn't freak out too much, so that was pretty nice. But I'm not going to make a habit of it. The gerbils at work are another story. Those guys, I'm like, I try to interact with them all the time. And holy crap, I totally forgot to tell you guys this story. You know what? Let me tell it. Let me write down. Okay, let me write it down for myself so I remember. But I will tell you the story on Thursday about the great gerbil escape. Everybody's fine now, but let's just say that I almost lost one of them, and it freaked me out. Where am I? Where am I? What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, husband's watching something interesting. Got the bass rumbling downstairs. Yikes. Hello, kitty cat. Kitty cat cat. And a cat. And a dance. And a dance. Cat. Mickey cat. And a meow. And a meow. Do you guys know that one? It's a quite funny video that was out on YouTube many years ago about a cat. It's pretty funny. Oof. 114 222. We're gonna do it this way. Well, this is pretty nice progress for tonight. I'll have 3 of these grids done today. Whoa, that's some heavy bass from downstairs. When the chair vibrates, that's some serious bass. You all right there, hairball? Hopefully. Bit of a hairball. I need to give him some stuff for that. But, so we'll be finishing up here while the cat has a hairball. Cat always likes to do something during one of these videos. Is he watching Coco? He might be watching Coco downstairs. Pretty sure that's Coco. And now I want to go down and watch Coco. What's up there, hairball?